Welcome to Selling a Home. This lesson, we're actually going to go through some tips for you as you get the listings and what you do next. You've got the listing, congratulations. You're going to send a copy of the paperwork to the seller as soon as possible. Very important that you have a copy of their paperwork they signed in their hands as soon as possible. You're going to stage the home, or if you have to schedule a stager, whatever you need to do or whatever the seller needs to do that as soon as possible. Also schedule the photographer. You're going to do that as soon as possible. Showings, put lockbox on. You're going to put lockbox on just in case the seller is not available. That way you have access to the property, that the buyers have access to the property. Go over do's with the seller. We actually have another lesson that we're going to go through, do's and don'ts that the seller wants to do while the home is on the market. Putting the listing in the computer, you're going to put the listing in the computer, put specific instructions in there for the listing agent as you need them, whether you need them to take their shoes off or whatever, you could put that in the remarks section, but you'll also have instructions in the home. Schedule open houses. If you're going to schedule an open house, let the seller know. If the seller is wanting to do an open house, some sellers don't really care for open houses, but if you're going to go ahead and do that, it's nice to do it the first Sunday right after you list the property. So let's say you list the property on Wednesday or Thursday right before the weekend. You want to go ahead and schedule your first open house for that Sunday. Send out just listed cards to the neighborhood. I would send out just listed cards, not just to the neighborhood, but to maybe all your actual friends and family. You just never know who is actually looking. So send it out to everybody that you have on your list, on your email list, sending it out to everyone. Communicate with the seller. This is very important because you need the seller to know what's going on with the listing. You want to keep them happy for referrals in the future possibly, but making sure that they know what's going on with their listing. A lot of times sellers will complain they don't hear enough from their agent. You don't want to be one of those people. So what you want to do is, if you have showings on the property, update them on feedback, what the agents are saying, if you have feedback from the agents, whatever it may be, always communicating to the seller what's going on, and also communicating to them what's going on in the market area of where their home is sold. So just being in constant communication, and find out their best method of communicating, whether it's email, text, or phone calls. Finding this out and making sure you follow up with them and communicate with them. We are actually going to go through some of these in details for you as we go through the listing process, the selling process of the home, and what it takes to have a successful transaction in selling the home. If you have any questions for us as you go through these, please reach out to us, realestatecourse101.com. Pamela DuBois, always exceeding your expectations, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.